Seriously, are you going to get into an autonomous vehicle one day after reading this? Hell no, not happening. Not happening. Absolutely not happening. Laser attack blinds autonomous vehicles, deleting pedestrians and confusing cars. Right, I'm going to put rather technically, I'm going to put the link underneath so you can check out these individual graphs, but it all really boils down to the Lidar sensors, how they can be tricked. Right, a schematic of the attack which can delete Lidar data from a region. Self-driving cars, like the human drivers that preceded them, need to see what's around them to avoid obstacles and drive safely. That's why we have humans in the car, right? We're not ready for this shit yet, right? The most sophisticated autonomous vehicles typically use Lidar, a spinning radar type device that acts as the eyes of the car. Lidar provides constant information about the distance to objects so the car can decide what actions are safe to take. But these eyes, it turns out, can be tricked. You want to be in an autonomous vehicle that can be tricked? No, thank you. It's going to end up in death. New research reveals that expertly timed lasers shined at an approaching LiDAR system can create a blind spot in front of the vehicle large enough to completely hide moving pedestrians and other obstacles. The deleted data causes the cars to think the road is safe, to continue moving along, endangering whatever may be in the attack's blind spot. No thank you. Right? You dudes that have spent billions of dollars on this nonsense that is 15 years away, after reading this, ain't getting in that autonomous vehicle. Thank you very much. The attack deletes data in a cone in front of the vehicle, making a moving pedestrian invisible to the LiDAR system within that range. This is the first time that LiDAR sensors have been tricked into deleting data about obstacles. The vulnerability was uncovered by researchers from the University of Florida. Thank you. You probably saved many lives. Thank you to that research team, right? The University of Michigan, thank you, and the University of Electrocommunications in Japan. Thank you, Japan. Obrigado. The scientists also provide upgrades that could eliminate this weakness to protect people from malicious attacks. Jeez, like imagine you're cruising around and you're attacking these autonomous vehicles with lasers. Where are we going, my friends? The findings will be presented at the 2023 Usenix Security Symposium and are currently published on ARXIV. I would suggest to all dudes, engineers that are spending money or investors in this technology, go and attend that frickin' show, that presentation, right? The real world experiment showing the effect of the attack on a pedestrian moving in front of a LiDAR equipped vehicle. A LiDAR works by emitting laser light and capturing the reflections to calculate distances. Way above me. Much like how a bat's echolocation uses sound echoes, the attack creates fake reflections to scramble the sensor. So it's like bats cruising around the cars, firing at them. No thank you. We mimic the LiDAR reflections with our laser to make the sensor discount other reflections that are coming in from genuine obstacles, said Sarah Rampazzi, a UF professor of computer and information science, bright girl, and engineering who led the study. The LiDAR is still receiving genuine data from the obstacle, but the data are automatically discarded because our fake reflections are the only one perceived by the sensor. Bad news. The scientists demonstrated the attack on moving vehicles and robots with the attacker placed about 15 feet away on the side of the road. But in theory, it could be accomplished from further away with upgraded equipment. The tech required is all fairly basic, but the laser must be perfectly timed to the LiDAR sensor, and moving vehicles must be carefully tracked to keep the laser pointing in the right direction. Try and decipher this, ladies and gentlemen. Link below for the geniuses out there. So this is an animated GIF showing how the attack uses a laser to inject spoofers. It's primarily a matter of synchronization of the laser with the LiDAR device. The information you need is usually publicly available from the manufacturer. Using this techniques, the scientists were able to delete data for static obstacles and moving pedestrians. Now, had Dara Khosrowshahi, Logan Green, John Zimmer known all of this information, maybe they wouldn't have spent so much time, men, energy, and money on all this BS, right? They also demonstrated with real-world experiments that the attack could follow a slow-moving vehicle using basic camera tracking equipment. In simulations of autonomous vehicle decision-making, the deletion of data caused a car to continue accelerating toward a pedestrian it could no longer see instead of stopping as it should. That pedestrian is dead thanks to this attack. Dead. The attack deletes data in a cone in front of the vehicle. Updates to the LiDAR sensors of the software that interprets the raw data could address this vulnerability. For example, manufacturers could teach the software to look for the telltale signatures of the spoofed reflections added by the laser attack. Revealing this liability allows us to build a more reliable system, says Yulong Sao, a Michigan doctoral student and primary author of the study. Genius! So I appreciate you guys, you smart ones out there, for shedding light on this BS idea that's 15 years away, and they obviously threw so much money instead of directing this and building their company and paying drivers and taking care of their companies. They poured billions of dollars into this nonsense. It's like pissing in a desert in the sand. Like it's like pouring water in the hot desert sand. No results. Your comments, please.